The UK's number one community station. Fever FM.
Hello, Maz. How are you doing today?
Hi, Sunny. How you doing?
I'm absolutely fine.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
How was your day?
It was nice. It was nice. It's very busy. Very eventful. Done a lot, but yeah, it's good and nice to be finally, talking to you on Fever FM.
Yeah, brilliant. So your new single came out just recently. I'm just gonna go straight in there. Nazana Lage. Do you want to talk us through the process? What was your inspiration? Where did it come from? Did you write your own lyrics?
Okay, yeah. First of all, I released my latest single Nazana Lage about 4 weeks ago now, and past few weeks I've just been absolutely nuts. It's been crazy because I've had a phenomenal response. Everyone's loving the track, the video's gone viral, and I'm a songwriter. Previously I wrote all my other songs. This one's actually co-written. I had the idea for a song. I wanted to do a song called Nazana Lage because the Nazana Lage is a phrase that gets used a lot. So I wanted to have the catchy name for the track. So I wrote the chorus, and then I wanted the verses to be in Urdu Hindi, and I've never really written in Urdu Hindi before. So I got in touch with a songwriter from Pakistan called Faisal, and we wrote this together. It was actually produced in Pakistan, Lahore, by a producer called Irfan, and the video, I actually, for the first time ever, I actually, produced and directed the video myself, which is something I wanted to do for a while.
Wow.
Like I said, it's just, I've been in the music scene for past 6-7 years, and, we released a lot of tracks, but this is probably, I think it's the best response we've had so far. It's gone crazy. Like I said, it's nearly touching 2 million views, and it's only been a month. So yeah, it's just it's a good time for me right now.
Yes, definitely. I absolutely agree. A wonderful track, and wow, as if you wrote that in Pakistan.
Yeah, it was actually produced in Pakistan because I like to experiment a lot with my music. I like to work with different producers. And every producer has his own kind of feel that he brings to the table. So when we finished writing this track, when we had the composition ready, the lyrics, I wanted to work with the right sort of producer who's going to give me the feel that I was looking for. I wanted to go for that ballad, Bollywood kind of feel. And I got in touch with Irfan Chaudhary from Lahore. I heard his stuff previously, and I thought, he's gonna be the right man for the job. So I flew over to Pakistan in Lahore. We got in the studio and we jammed, and I'm really happy with the final, with the final product, and it's doing really well.
Yes, it's beautiful. So, have you always enjoyed making music?
Music's been a bit of a passion since I was a kid. I grew up in the 90s listening to a lot of R&B and hip-hop, and then, eventually I got into, Bollywood and Bhangra, that kind of scene as well. And, I've always had a passion for it, and I guess, having the passion for it and, loving it is very important, because I think, as musically, if you're feeling it, if you've got the passion, if things are done organically, then it's the best way.
Yes, that's right. That is so true. So, any other loves besides music?
Oh, there's a lot of loves besides music. Loads. What can I say right now? I love working out. I'm a bit of a gym freak. I like looking after myself. Eating the right foods. I follow some sport. I'm a Pakistan cricket fan. I've been following the Pakistan cricket team for a while, and lots of other things that I'm into.
Okay. Cool. Another question I had, the worst struggle you faced, and how did you overcome it, most importantly?
Worst struggle? Everyone goes through their ups and downs in life. It's how it is, and it's how you overcome it. I guess the biggest struggle that I've had to come over across my life is actually, both of my parents passed away the past few years. Allah Nasib Kare, but it's one of those, you kind of it's how you overcome things, and you have to be strong with it, and I guess that's probably the biggest struggle I ever have to overcome. Yeah.
Wow, wonderful how you overcome it. Right, also, What was the best advice you were ever given, and who gave it?
The best advice?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, best advice. There's a lot of good advice that you receive over the years. But
Yes.
I don't know if it's the best one, but on top of my head, I think one of the best things, best advice that my elder brother actually gave me, a long time ago, which actually I do think about, and it's something that I act upon. Is like it's about thinking positive.
Yes.
It's all about being positive all the time. And like everyone goes through their ups and downs, and then if you're just gonna be negative and think negative all the time, it has a detrimental effect on your life overall. So you have to just replace your negative thought with a positive one every time. Always be happy and be positive. I guess that's probably one of the best advice someone's given me. I know it's very simple, but
Yes.
yes, there's lots of other advice that people have given me over the years, which I take heed to.
Oh, it's a beautiful advice, definitely. If you are positive, obviously, then everything else just falls into place, I suppose. Also, you're right, absolutely wonderful tracks. Just wondering where the inspiration comes from. So just generally speaking, who's your hero in life?
Who's my hero in life?
Who do you look up to the most?
I guess there's no one in particular, but I guess I do find a lot of inspiration from some of the greats that have lived, over the past century. People like Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is, just such an inspirational figure. I know was the only an absolutely phenomenal sportsman, but he's also a great human being who actually made a positive impact. People like him. Probably people like Nelson Mandela. I read his biography as well and found it very inspirational. Again, a great human being. And someone closer to home who I had the pleasure of meeting as well is the Pakistani cricketer and politician Imran Khan. I think he's another great human being, and someone who's achieved a lot in life as well. Mm-hmm. And when I was in Pakistan a couple of years ago, I had the pleasure of I was invited to go over to his house in Banigala, Islamabad. I made a little YouTube video as well. I made a little video which is on YouTube. When I go to his house, which so your listeners can check that out on YouTube. But yeah, there's probably people like that that I look up to the most. Yeah.
Oh. So that's absolutely beautiful. Another thing, I know this might be a strange one, but when did you actually find out that you could sing? How did it happen? When did it happen? How old were you?
Okay. Well, believe it or not, I've not been singing that long. I started singing in 2010. Basically, what happened is, for those of your listeners that might know, I'm actually a part of a duo. There's two of us in Bonafide, myself, Maz, and also Ziggy. And, we've been best friends. We grew up together. We got into music at an early age. And I was the rapper and Ziggy was the singer, that was our combination. And then, we was in the studio and just jamming, messing about. And I just used to sing for fun. And then, so on our debut album back in 2009, Last True Melody, I was rapping on that and Ziggy was singing. But then on our second, EP in 2010 that we released, I Came to Party. That's when I first experimented singing, and it's something that I enjoy doing. So I started practicing a lot, and it's just, I guess it's still a learning process. There's still room for improvement. I still improve all the time, but. Yeah, that's how it started, really. Yeah, I think the first track I sang on was on our second album called Kale Lagja. That's the first one that I recorded. Yeah.
Another one of the songs I've got, which will probably give our listeners an insight to you. What's the most embarrassing song you might have on your MP3 playlist that people usually don't admit to having, but you've got it anyway because, sort of like a guilty pleasure?
Embarrassing song? Oh, that's a hard one. I don't know if I've got any embarrassing songs on my MP3 right now, but I guess in my younger days, I used to like listening to Backstreet Boys, the boy band, which is a bit embarrassing, but yeah.
Yeah,
I listen to all sorts of different types of music, and yeah, I think I had the album or something back in the day, yeah. So that's kind of something that I don't like admitting to too much.
Do you know what the funny thing is? I still listen to Backstreet Boys, so it's fine.
They were good though. They were good, I guess. Yeah, but it's just that guys don't admit to listen to boy bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that was back in the day, though. Yeah.
Definitely, I want it that way, right? Exactly. Right. Also, where would you like to perform the most?
Where would I like to? I mean, I don't know where I'd like to perform most, but there's some places that I really enjoy performing because we've been touring, since we've been on the music scene since from 2008. I guess some of the best places that I've enjoyed performing are. I love performing in New York. I think the crowd there is great.
Yes.
We performed in Africa once, in Uganda, Kampala, which was nuts. It was a beach party, and I remember it was just crazy vibe. But here in the UK, I love performing at Millers. The Birmingham Miller is always a big one, crazy. So yeah, but where I would like to perform, but I haven't. I don't know. I guess. I performed in Pakistan before, in Lahore, Punjab. I've never performed in Karachi, and I heard that's pretty crazy. So I guess probably probably Pakistan, Karachi would be somewhere I'd like to perform soon.
But hey, I'm learning.
Cool.
Also, if you weren't singing, what would you be doing?
You know what? Basically, I mean, a lot of my fans might not know, but right now, as music is not something that it's not the only thing that I do right now. I've actually got a few businesses as well. That's probably, if I wasn't doing music, I'd probably just concentrate more on my businesses. Yeah. So yeah, probably that. Yeah. Typical Asian. Just concentrate on businesses.
No, brilliant. I'm actually. There are so many times in a day that I think about it, and then I was like, wow, I'm so glad. I'm proud to be who I am, and I think you should be as well, especially the amazing music you play as well. So, right. Also, this might be a little bit of a tricky one. You might have to think really hard for this one. What are the 7 things you cannot live without?
So, I do have to think about this one. 7 things. I don't know. I mean, I think the first thing, obviously, that comes to my mind is my family. I love my family a bit. Can't live without them. My phone, man, I definitely can't live without my phone. It follows me everywhere.
Yep.
So that's 2 things, yeah?
Yeah.
And then if I need my phone, then I guess I need my charger as well. So
Yes.
That's 3, yeah? I don't know if you're going to reach 7, but yeah, obviously, what else can I not live without? I can't live without water. Obviously, I need water, don't I?
Yeah, well, mostly,
So
mostly, what's tailored to you? So I'm assuming here would be some sort of social media or your music, your recorder, that sort of thing, right?
Yes, stuff like that. Yeah, obviously, music is something that it's been a big part of my life ever since I was a kid. So I guess that's definitely something that I probably find difficult living without.
Yeah. Brilliant. Also,
you put me on the spot there. It's a bit of a hard question. That.
Sorry. I know. I mean, if I were to answer these questions, I think I'd probably struggle as well, because it's when it comes to yourself, that's probably one thing you don't give a lot of thought to. So that's probably why we all struggle. So another thing, what makes you nervous?
What makes me nervous?
Yes.
Getting being interviewed by lovely radio presenters. That I'm in awe of and stuff. So right now, I don't know whether you believe it or not, but I'm kind of like shaking. I'm getting butterflies and stuff. That I'm live on radio. On the radio fever. Getting interviewed by yourself. So yeah, that's probably one of the things that really makes me nervous. Doing interviews and stuff.
Oh my goodness, you're absolutely doing wonderful. Definitely, you are. You're absolutely amazing. You sound great. You're sounding absolutely perfect, and definitely.
I'm stuttering though. Seriously, I'm getting the butterflies.
Oh, you're okay. You're absolutely fine. You're doing absolutely amazing.
You should look at me. I've gone all red and everything.
Oh, that's sweet. Also, do you have any upcoming surprises or events for your fans?
I guess I do. There's a lot of surprises, but if I tell you right now what the surprises are, then it wouldn't be a surprise. So
Yes.
yeah, there is a few surprises. I can say a little bit. Basically, we've got the next step for myself as a solo artist, Maz, and also as part of the duo Bonafide. We're working closely with some production companies in Bollywood. So hopefully, 2017, some big things should be popping up in Bollywood. So I guess that's something that our fans, I can't wait for our fans to hear. So yeah, a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Would you like to sort of like dabble into another genre of music?
Yeah, of course. I mean, to be honest with you, like I mentioned before, I love to experiment with different styles of music, different genres. I mean, for our for our hardcore fans that have been following, my career from since I've been on the scene, they've realised that we have tried to kind of we've dabbled with different genres. Whether it's house music, whether it was dance, and then like obviously fusion or like Bollywood type of sound that I've been playing with now. But I guess one of the genres that I've not really done before, which I probably like to do, is probably rock music. That's something that that I guess rock music is a bit of it's not as popular as it used to be 20 years ago. It was big.
Yep,
but,
definitely.
That's something that I would like to dabble with.
Ah, that's interesting. Right. Also, I'm sort of getting nearly to the end of my questions, but I actually have a lot of questions, but I'm looking at the clock and we don't really have a lot of time left. So,
what time is it? Oh, time's flown on it. I've been live on radio with you for 20 minutes.
Yes, you have.
I've enjoyed it, man. It's been a good interview.
Oh, thank you. Right. Also, what was the first ever sort of CD or cassette, if you're as old as me? I love my cassette. But what was the first?
Yeah, cassette. What's the question? The first one I ever bought?
Yes, yeah.
To be honest, I can't remember exactly which was the first one I ever bought, but I don't know if it was this, but I remember there was an artist called Horace Brown. His album Things We Do for Love, I remember buying that back in like early 90s or something. I remember buying that was a good album. And then Tupac, his album Tupacalypse, All Eyes on Me, Biggie's album Life to the Melody. I guess these were the first albums that I remember going out there and spending money and buying them.
Yes. Yeah. Brilliant. And my last final question. What was the highlight of this interview?
The highlight of this interview was obviously being interviewed by the lovely Sunny. Seriously, that's probably the highlight. Yeah, like I said, I'm a big fan of you. You made me nervous. So yeah, that's probably the biggest highlight. Yeah.
Gosh, you're making me sound so scary. Honestly, thank you so much. Absolutely appreciate it. Thank you for sharing some of very useful and interesting information about yourself. Now we feel like we know you a lot more.
Yeah, thank yourself.
Yes.
And also, Fever FM, because like I was saying to you off there, that Fever have really supported me over the past few years, and it's much appreciated. So big shout out to everyone at your radio station. I'd also like to say a massive thank you to all my fans out there, all the supporters. Support is just it's phenomenal. I mean, especially with this new track, it's just everyone just supporting so much. So I just want to say to everyone that it is much appreciated. Thank you so much. Do keep supporting. Also follow me on social media. Look for the blue tick. Verified, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, at Maz Bonafide. Snapchat as well. Everyone's on Snapchat nowadays, so add me, Maz Bonafide. So that's me, and so this is the brand new single, my latest single, Nazar Na Lage. It's making a lot of noise right now. Big tune. So yeah, check it out, Maz Bonafide, Nazar Na Lage on Fever FM.
सूरत तेरी देख के चांद भी शर्मा जाता है।